Good morning. My name is Mary Kay Worth, and this is entry number 246 of my original unpublished Family Legacy Library works. I'm reading from the Brooklyn Street years, and we've moved out of 59 and we're just getting to 84. 84 Brooklyn Street. My family moved up and across the street the summer of 1971, just before Mary Kay's senior year at PCS. The house, purchased from the parishes for $26,000, was a mark of changes. Mom had a full-time English teaching job at Portville. Dad worked steady at Dresser. It was bigger and had more yard. The only big change was the patio addition in 1979. The 72 flood, Hurricane Agnes drenched the region in Portville, New York, and this is a newsletter article. The flood of June of 1972 was the biggest news of the past 50 years in this small town. The after effects of Hurricane Agnes brought days on end of drizzling rain, devastating residents and businesses of Portville lowlands, and ruining many homes along the Allegheny River. Unlike the flash flood of 42, the 70s disaster built up over time and had to challenge a federal dike system, which had been constructed during the 1950s. But the result was the same, and the impact lasted for years. Old-timers may remember the controversial decision to erect a sandbag barrier on Main Street's Dodges Creek Bridge, a move that saved the downtown buildings at the expense of the South Main dwellings. Ironically, the flooding of the village was an annual springtime occurrence, the first 150 years of Portville experience. Folks were used to the natural event, and in the pioneering days, the waters were welcome. Being a lumber center, the swelling creeks crested the Allegheny and made business a lot easier. But that blessing did not bode well for the modern Portvillians of 1972. The town went into emergency mode as the school and higher dwellings became shelters for hundreds of refugees. The flood of 72 will be remembered for decades to come. And this I wrote, evacuated to the school with 900 other people. The flood step on the front porch was covered, but the floor was missed by 1 inch because the flood step was there. So here is a picture of Mom and Dad building that patio, and me in my uniform, waitress uniform, running from the apple tree that was cut down. My senior picture. The flooding. Oh, the flooding. Yeah, we just had our 50th high school reunion. And in that reunion, we learned that our records were probably the only ones that were wrong, because they used the yearbook from the year before because so many things had been lost in the flood. Well, that's, I think, chaos, because the school was used for evacuation points. But anyway, it was real. I actually spoke about it at my maybe third high school graduation when I was superintendent, and it was a very memorable experience. Anyway, those are the Brooklyn Street years, and the flood was real, and we know all about it. Every place has their thing, okay? All right, you take care. Much love.